All right, let's move on.
News and notes from around the league.
And I know we went a little longer and kind of went different places with that quick question, but I think that's a little bit more of what you're going to see during the preseason from us too, where we're going to discuss and look at those trends and the philosophies behind the moves. And I like having those discussions and kind of reflecting on the season. So, all right, news from around the NFL. Darrelle Revis. What's his name again, Jason?
Darren Revis is his name, so you can correct that. Let me fix that.
I just see a State Farm commercial every time you say that.
Darren Revis.
So Darrelle, and it almost, Mike, and I say, doesn't it mess with how we say it? Like I have to pause now and go, wait, Darrelle, yeah. So anyway, he's likely out this week again. Is this fortuitous news for Mr. Odell Beckham Jr.?
Yeah.
Or
that groan is I have to play against him in our league of record, and I really need to make up some points.
Get over to New York. Get working on that Revis concussion situation.
Beckham's going not just ham. He is going full
meat and potatoes,
honey glazed, prime ham.
Let me see where, out of curiosity, where do we have Odell Beckham as a group this week in our rankings?
I tried to rank him as low as I possibly could, and he's still, I think, top 5 for me.
He's my number 1.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
He's 8 for you, 5
yeah,
for me.
you.
I got him at 8?
Yeah.
That's just wishful thinking.
I was going to say, that's just to talk yourself into some hopes there.
That was actually done when I thought they were saying Revis might be back, and clearly he's not going to be, so Beckham will have to move up.
All right, not big news here because Calvin was questionable last week before the Thursday night game, but Calvin Johnson is expected to play on Thursday night, so if you see that Q next to his name, don't fear. We think he'll be out there, but pay attention whenever you see that. All right, Greg Olsen from the Jaguars, their offensive coordinator, said it's unlikely Allen Hurns will play in Week 13. How does that impact the offense?
Well, first, how difficult is it to play tight end for the Panthers and play call for the Jaguars at the exact same time?
Yeah, it's definitely not a different guy.
Spelled different.
Is it?
Yeah.
But
in.
Hurns out. We'll talk about it a little bit later, but it's a big bump for Julius Thomas.
I won't believe it until game time.
That Hurns
for
won't
Hurns?
play?
Yeah, Hurns is one of those
I know
guys.
You know who he's
half
on the
dead.
phone with right now? Eric Decker.
Yeah.
Eric Decker's saying, come on, buddy. I know you're seeing double.
Hurns has earned my respect this year.
Yeah, I talked about it last time. I like the Jaguars' offense, even if you don't want me to. All right, Tyler Eifert is not practicing on Wednesday. What's the latest on Eifert? We did not.
Well, he had that stinger that took him out of the game. Not practicing on Wednesday is certainly not a great sign, but he still has plenty of time to get some limited work in. He could even not practice today. Hopefully you see limited on Friday. And then if he's limited Friday, he's good to go. But if he misses the next 2 days, that's some trouble. That's
all right.
Trouble in River City.
Charcandrick West is practicing in full on Wednesday. That's big news.
Yeah, he'll be back.
But what does it mean? Because Spencer Ware was extremely efficient in 2 games, so
West will be the primary ball carrier. Ware will absolutely be worked in, but West is the pass catching back. Spencer Ware was not. He did not excel in that part of the game, so that'll be West's role. So I still think let's say you have both of them, who are you going to start? It's West for sure.
All right, we talked about the Chiefs' defense and the impact of Justin Houston's injury. Good news came out about that. It wasn't a strained or sprained PCL, whatever that report was. He's dealing with a hyperextended knee, which is the second kind of hyperextended knees are very good news in the NFL.
For him and Gronk.
Yeah, so basically Justin Houston, he could be back. He hasn't even been ruled out this week. I doubt he plays this week, but that's good news for the Chiefs' defense going forward as they play at home against San Diego next week. What else do we got going on? I think we should
Austin Davis is officially going to start. We kind of mentioned it a little bit, but Davis will be starting for the Browns. However, it's week to week. Up there says a report that Mike Pettin is now open to Johnny Manziel making some more starts because it is a clown show.
We have
It is a clown. We need a clown music button.
We certainly do.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get that. There's too many opportunities on the course of a John Fox-related year.
So we talk about the Browns every week.
And I think Jason and I actually disagree on this. My opinion, you put Manziel in, You start him the rest of the year, no matter what, unless he gets hurt and he can't play, of course. Then you can't play him. If
No matter what. Hey, he's on the stretcher. Put him back out there.
You put him out. It's kind of like the in Denver with Tim Tebow, where the crowd just demanded Tebow, and there's nothing you can do. It kind of backfired for Denver because he started winning, but there's nothing. The mob wants to see Johnny Manziel. Let them see what he can do. Either you're like, oh, we don't need a quarterback because Manziel magically can do it, or he falls on his face like the majority of people are expecting, and then you can move on. It's not going to happen again next year.
I think John Gruden is at the very front of that mob with his pitchfork saying, put Johnny Manziel in.
Dude, Gruden was great on Monday night. This is not something we usually talk about, the announcing, but he was just killing people, and rightfully so. He was actually calling people out. It was fantastic.
So let me ask you something that crossed my mind yesterday. Now, Tim Tebow is in the news. I'm not going to get into it. It was ridiculous Facebook rumorville type of.
So stupid.
But what happened is one of the thumbnail pictures is him in the Eagles jersey, and I started thinking about the Eagles season and quarterback play, and I started to wonder, would they have been a better offense? Me? Okay, all right.
Not a better fantasy, but they might have won more games.
No way.
I still want to believe.
All right, the Tebow magic.
Hey, you know what? There are immeasurable statistics that exist in the out there where he can motivate his team a little bit. He's not the best quarterback, but he won. What did you just say about Denver?
Yeah.
He beat the Steelers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I give credit where credit is due.